What's up, what's up? Happy Monday! Coming in live for the breakfast show. Hello, if you are brand spanking new to the breakfast show, in the comments, I invite you to drop new. I would love to know if you are brand spanking new. If you are returning, it's a flippin' honor to have you, and it's a new week, and it's a new beginning, and who cares what happened yesterday and the day before and the day before? Because why? All we can focus on is today, and you, my friend, are gonna crush today, because I am gonna teach you how to activate cells for weight loss. Something I struggled with for a hard time, right? I set my first weight loss goal at 150. I wanted to get back down to 135. And I have done it through cell activation after struggling for 11 years to do it. So I'm gonna share that with you today. So make sure you hold on tight, hit follow, hit add friend, go into your clock and set a timer so that literally the second this or whatever you're doing where you can actually be a part of the breakfast show and watch it from start to finish, guess what? You'll be able to get the news. So drop a 1 if you can hear me just before we drop in. I want to make sure that you can hear me 150%. So Michelle is live. How to activate fat cells. This is Cell Activation 101. Okay, so it says you can hear me. Awesome. Okay, so not only are we going to also have a new recipe in our back pocket. It's gonna be a creamy, thick and creamy, Yucca approved, okay, recipe. We are gonna talk all things activating cells, which I talked to a handful of people already this morning, and coming off of holiday, there really is no better time to get started than right now to activate those cells to start taking fat distribution and burning through it. A little bit about my background and revolution of how the breakfast show actually started. I was 180 pounds and my first weight loss goal was to get to 150. I, for 11 months, did not drop any weight at all, 0. I went in for a physical to my primary care doctor and told my care doctor what it is that I had been doing, and she recommended metformin. She's like, Michelle, we did blood work actually for a total of 5 days. That's unheard of. Like 5 days in a row. Why? Because your hormones change every day. So my thyroid came back normal. My hormones came back normal. So she sat down and she said, hey, listen, what we can do is we can do metformin. And something just told me, like, Michelle, it's time to learn. So I said no to a prescription for metformin. Actually, I still have that prescription. It helps me realize that I've biohacked the body. I started listening to a book. The book is written by Dr. James, The Obesity Fix. And he literally talks about 3 key ingredients to weight loss and how they intertwinely work together. So I started implementing those, and let me tell you something, I reached my first goal of 180 to 150 in 5 months. Then I wanted to get back down to 135, which is where I'm at right now. And it took 11 years, but cell activation has been the key component to losing that weight. No, it is not what you think, an SHOT. I almost went that route, but I found a better route that my nutritionist recommended with similarities and without the awful side effects. So I will be sharing that with you today. A couple 3 key ingredients that you have to know. I have listened to 40 plus Audible books now. I'm not an expert. I will never tell anyone that I'm an expert, but I have a lot of knowledge, a ton of knowledge right here. And every day that I learn this knowledge, after listening to Gary Vaynerchuk this morning, I share it with you. Okay, our food system is broken. I'm sorry, but it is 150% broken. And I don't care what anyone says. I thought I was eating healthy when it said organic or clean or whole foods. And there are still things that were infested with additives. Okay? So if you're putting additives into your body consistently, not just on Easter, not just on holidays, what happens is cell activation is turned off, and it's guaranteed through a systematic approach with engineers who work on the human body. This does not want to be something that wants to get out into the public open. This is why I express it. There's a lot of money in weight loss. So the more we can have obesity and the more we can have people on pharmaceuticals, the happy the whole entire world is. I biohacked it. So after listening to 40 plus Audible books, obviously there are 3 key components. And when I talk about getting your goal weight in grams of protein, it cannot be coming from bars that are infested with additives. 9 out of 10 bars that are on every shelf right now are infested with additives. I have a protein bar every day. But here's an app for you. I'm gonna put it in the comments section. My only assignment to you, it's super user friendly. Be positive, be coachable, and be hungry for weight loss. Even if it's muscle tone, even if it's more energy, even if it's better sleep, be positive, be coachable, be hungry. So that app, hi Carlene, in the comments is there for you. It's called Yucca. Think of Yucca, a kid playing in the dirt, picking its nose and eating it. Mama goes, Yucca. That's the app, okay? I have a lot of family who's over in Europe. These ingredients that are in our foods are not even allowed. They are banned. It is against the law. We have a factory where our Fruit Loops cereal's made. And over in Canada, they have their Fruit Loops made. But then they add dyes to our Fruit Loops and they add multiple cups of sugar. So there are different things. We have freedom here in the United States. So it is our due diligence to make sure that we are not having additives with every meal and every snack. So if you are a protein shake person, I'm gonna make some ice cream right now. I'm gonna freeze it in the freezer for later. It's fine as long as it's Yucca approved. So your protein powders, get that app, scan it. I'll tell you right now on Costco, they have the Kirkland bar. It's approved by Yucca. I would have never guessed that in a million years. Are there things at Costco and bars that have additives? Yes. So your protein, you really want to reach for your ideal weight. And you might look at me and be like, Michelle, my ideal weight at my first weight loss goal was 150. I thought that was impossible. 150 grams of protein is only 600 calories. What is impossible is to not be reaching that goal. 150 grams of fat is 1,350 calories. So if that's possible for 75% of people right now in the United States, I promise you 150 grams of protein is possible for you. There is 4 calories in 1 gram of protein. Hi, Crystal. There's 4 calories in 1 gram of carbs. There is 9 calories, absurd, in 1 gram of fat. And the whole term fat comes from, you have too much fat, you get fat. You have too much olive oil, hi Tammy, you get fat. You have too much avocados, you get fat. There are people right now being diagnosed with heart disease, having heart attacks, having stents be put in because they had too much olive oil, because they had too much of the egg yolk that was the good cholesterol. We have to do our due diligence. So am I saying you can't ever eat fats again? No. But be aware, if you're a cheese person, 1 tablespoon, a half a slice of cheese. Avocados and guacamole are not calorie-free when we have Taco Tuesday. Your yolks, you should never have more than 1 egg yolk a day. Yeah, there's 5 grams of fat in 1 egg and 6 grams of protein, but guess what? What's 5 grams of fat times 9 calories? What's 6 grams of protein times 4 calories? Your meal's now trumped with fat. You're probably already adding in the cheese. You probably used olive oil to spray the pan. So we have to do our due diligence. Okay, a trick for you where you'll know if something's a good bang for your buck is literally, please take this and run with it because it's the best hack that you could ever have. And it looks like I'm out. Oh no, I'm not. I've got one more. All you have to do is find right here. Always on the back, you will see calories. This says 60. Okay, 60. Everything will always have a label like this. So it's not going to be like trying to find where's Waldo. Hey, Bella? Bella! Can you look for Allie outside? 60. So you'll always see this. The first step is to see the calories. Step 2, cover the last number. So guys, come on. 60, we found it. We covered the last number. Boom, there's a 6. That number you're left off with is how many grams of protein there should be in this. Okay, is there 6 grams? Do you see protein? It might be a little hard because of the glare. Let's turn this down. Okay, protein is right here, right above my finger, and it says 13. Right above my finger, oh, it says 12, and it says 12. Is 12 greater than 6? Yes, it is automatically a good bang for your buck. But we don't stop there. We get the YUKA app and we literally scan it in this app and we say, okay, are there additives? This has an 80 out of 100 scoring. It has a green circle. But that's not the case for this one. I was using this one because I didn't want a plain vanilla. I wanted a s'mores. This has 80 calories. So I found the calories. We're gonna take this handy dandy trick, cover the last number, and what do we have? We've got an 8. We go down here to protein on bold. Is there 8 grams? There is 12. 8 greater than 12? Yes, it's a good bang for your buck. I scan it inside of the YUKA app. It's in poor rating, 48 out of 100, and there's 6 high-risk additives. I can click on the high-risk additives and it tells me that this is carcinogenic, leads to heart disease, inflammation of the intestinal tract. Do you know how many women I talk to? I was just at the Apple store and this girl's like, of course you have higher menopause symptoms. You're 40 pounds overweight. Of course you're not sleeping well. Of course you have no energy. Of course you literally have brain fog. You're 40 pounds overweight. Your body can't do it. When I was pregnant with Bella and I put on 25 pounds, I could barely even be on my feet. They were so swollen. So of course we're having high symptoms. Our foods a decade ago didn't have the additives they have in them today. A decade ago. But we think organic, whole foods, it's this, it's not right. So this is your new best friend, this app. Because I can tell you why there's so many autoimmune diseases. Additives, the food chain is broken. 150% with certainty. And I only know this because I've listened to 40 plus audible books. I once was you. So cell activation comes within removing additives at a 20%, 80% decrease, 20% can be from additives. We don't have to be perfect. How lucky are we? So 20%, okay, but we're at 80%. So we need cell activation to come in. We need to take the rusty short chain amino acids in our body and we need to literally take the friction and get them responding together again. Your food, I could check you out right now. When I was the heaviest I'd ever been, my nutritionist sat me down and she said, Michelle, this is what's going on in your body. Ready? Especially losing and getting down to 135, which hasn't happened since high school. I was considering the injections. You do your due diligence. It tricks your brain. It does nothing long term. People who are on it now, 6 months in, their appetites come back and they're still on the same dose and they're screwed. Okay? Cell activation is something that works now and works long term. It's like every single day watering that flower. So with cell activation, we have short chain amino acids, 30,000 of them in our body. It's like a Lego. Okay? Your whole body is stacked up of Legos. Okay? With cell activation, we need insulin and we need cells to start taking our food and using it as energy. I feel amazing after a meal. I can tell my food is now being used as energy instead of stored as fat in fat pockets. Go look at my before and after. Holy crap, I couldn't even believe my face. I couldn't believe my lower body. I couldn't believe my stomach. Like, guys, I have muscle coming in. Cell activation does not eat muscle mass. What do injections do? Eat muscle mass, give you that facial look. And there's certain potents. What do you need? Drop in the comments what you need in a cocktail. Do you need food noise to decline? Do you need sugar or do you need cravings for sugar and salt? What do you need? What's your formula? Do you need focus? Do you need a mood enhancer without the stimulant? Do you need to evacuate inflammation? So the 2 top ones that are happening right now from additives in our food is we have 2 choices. Number 1, always look at the ingredient list of your cell activation system. Always, with certainty. There should be no phosphorus, there should be no Ambrose, nothing. It should be a daily dose of this is it, XYZ. Right here, I'm sure you've seen, okay, it's been a massive talk around for a very long time, sold out, in stock right now. Tesofensin. This is your dose if you need food noise to go down. Cravings for sugar and salt to go down. Diaxa, moods, focus, up without the stimulant. The third is BCP-157. You have intestinal inflammation or you have inflammation, this is your cocktail. Drop Elevate, okay? NAD+, which is the energy stack, okay? Increasing the NAD+, and then Sloop 3332 is an exercise mimicking effect at a cellular level. This is for the person who wants body composition. So you want a dose of improving muscle mass, you need support for hormones, and you need to improve insulin sensitivity. This is the dose. This is body. Here's what you can do is there's a little quiz. Your quiz is to watch the video, the science, the clinicals, the third-party validation, the cleanliness, okay, around it by dropping the word body in the comments if you think that's your cocktail. If it's Elevate, drop Elevate, and if it's both, you drop both, and I'll give you both the videos. You will know within your first 4 minutes, when I went from 150 now, hi Caitlin, to 135 for the first time since my 20s, actually 19, I knew 3 minutes into the video which one I needed. And right now, you're gonna get started on a 30-day supply, okay? These typically need a prescription. Typically, these could run for having 2 stacked in one. You're getting 2 peps in one or 3 peps in one. You're talking people are paying $600. You're getting a full month supply today of cell activation formulated for $169. A full month with no fillers, no synthetics, 100% CLEAN, okay? So if you want to claim that, yes, it's back in stock, correct. Drop in the comments the word with a star. Is it Elevate for you? Is it body for you? Or if you need the quiz, which is the video for both, let me know. Right now, what people are doing is getting a power pack. You're taking a hydrogen beverage. Okay, you have a cocktail with 3 bottles of your peps. You can do 2 Elevate, 1 body, 2 Elevate. You can get that today for $170 off with a $50 free gift of your hydrogen water. You know Gary Brecka, the ultimate human, biohacking the human body? Every time we have additives, literally, we think it's age and we think it's perimenopause. That was me. I am smaller, more lean, more muscle mass, more energy, better sleep than I was in my freaking before perimenopause. Okay? So stop with that BS. This is cellular level. Yeah, you have to get the app to go with this, YUKA. You cannot have more than 1 food a day that is not approved in that Yucca app as a poor or bad rating. The rest are, you're golden. You're gonna get to 100 grams of protein, or your ideal weight in grams of protein minimum, okay? I need you to send me a message on Facebook or on Instagram, okay? I can't have come back to the comments. The word body or the word elevate. Body or elevate. When you send it to me, body or elevate, guess what I'm gonna do? Send you the video. If you want it, I made sure this morning it was back in stock. Go to thebreakfastshow.net. At the very tippy top, it says Nueva. You won't miss Nueva. And in Nueva, under the app, you'll see the Body and Beauty. Get the power pack. All new customers are getting $20 off. So if you see Body at $189, you get a full month supply at $169. If you see Elevate at $189, you get it for $169. The power pack will take $20 off. You get the nitro, which is the hydrogen water, for free. You do not want the nitro if you want to keep having brain fog. You do not want to get the nitro if you do not, literally, if you do not want to improve your blood pressure, if you do not want to improve your energy, improve your performance and recovery, you don't want nitro. But if you want to see those things work and you want it for 10 hours a day, use hydrogen water. It literally dilates the blood vessels. Do you know how a woman goes in and she gets on Pitocin to dilate to have a baby? Your blood vessels can dilate for 10 hours, 10 times. How? Crystallized hydrogen. Not a tablet, not TJ Maxx, not Home Goods, A crystallized packet at a science cellular level, proven through clinicals, proven through third-party validation. Cleo, come. Allie, come. Okay, this right here, you mix it in your water. You saw me this morning. It's clear. Within 5 minutes, it activates, hydrolyzed to bright yellow. I drink it. I'm on it right now. Quit with Celsius additives. The more you add additives, when you use that Yucca app today, Y-U-K-A, even if you scan your toothpaste and it's a bad rating, that's going into your bloodstream, your food is being stored as fat. I'm not even kidding you. This getting out, you need to tag your friend, your mom, your sister right now, because this getting out is going to change the world. We could become Europe. Sooner or later, these ingredients could be banned because of us. Okay, that's nitro. Drop the word nitro in the comments. I will introduce you to the hydrogen expert. And if you're like, Michelle, I could care freaking less. It's 30 days money back guaranteed, proven through science, proven through clinicals, third-party validation, and clean. Drop nitro with a star. Body, lost 28 pounds in 4 months, Crystal. Added Elevate, down 2.9 pounds in 17 days. That's coming from Crystal in the comments. Allie, come. Come on, let's get a treat. Leo, come. Come on, Allie. Allie, want a treat? Good girl. Okay? Literally, I can't make this stuff up. So, going from protein onto water, the answer is, Cleo, Allie, here. Allie, come. The answer is half of your weight in ounces of water. Allie, come, want a treat? Allie. The answer is half of your weight in ounces of water each and every day. So take your weight, here Ellie, divide it by, take your weight, it's half of your weight in ounces of water. But what are you adding to your water? If your water has additives, if your water is Crystal Light or Mio, or like this that I got from Target that told me that it's CLEAN, this cannot count. Additives. Let me put the app in the comments for you one more time because I've got you. YUKA. Cell activation comes from PEPs. You have to drop the word body or elevate. If you want to be Crystal and drop 30 pounds in 4 months, you drop the word in the comments, PEP. You can get on body or you can get on elevate. You have a conversation with me. I pair it to what symptoms you're having. We add in the cell activation formula. You get off of it when you reach your goals. You maintain weight loss efforts. Okay? Your water is half of your weight. I would be able to ask you right now, hey, listen, do you have a timer set? If you don't have a timer set right now for 90 minutes, you're most likely probably not reaching your goal. Set the timer. In my water today, I have the most delicious grapes. Infusing it. Do you like peppermint leaves? Do you like mint leaves? Do you like blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, watermelon, mango? A little bit of honey. A little bit of some, if you don't want honey, how about a little bit of some maple syrup that's real, right? Use a straw. Use a straw. Get a 40-ounce water bottle. Use warm water if cold water hurts your teeth, right? We have so many ways to reach it. If you're going to sit here and tell me, I can't, what you say, what you think is what you bring more of. It's what you bring more of. It's time to activate the cells to positivity, okay? So half of your weight in ounces of water. If it's not YUKA approved, it doesn't go in the water. Set the 90-minute timer every day. And right now next to your bed, just put a sign that says water. I have it on a sticky note. It goes on my phone. If I do not drink water before I drink coffee, I am physically not burning fat. The process is called lipolysis. It sounds a lot like liposuction, doesn't it? Because it is. Liposuction was created for your body to organically, at a cellular level, burn fat. If you drink pop, how much? If you drink coffee, how much? If you drink alcohol, how much? It's okay, but those are diuretics. So my husband yesterday, he had wine. I go, babe, he fills up the glass right here. He's down 25 pounds from cell activation. Guys, he's 54. The man has struggled since I've met him. Have you seen him? Okay, so if you're sitting here and you've even considered an SHOT over cell activation, I'm gonna tell you right now that today will be the change where you say my life forever changed on April 6th because I came across the video. Okay, so water, half of your weight in ounces of water. He had a wine glass up to here. Now fill it with water and drink it. You want to have a Coke because it's Easter and you didn't want to have candy and that's your one, okay? Fill it to there, drink it, okay? The third thing is fiber. And this literally paralyzed me. Metamucil, there is aspartame, there is yellow 6. It heightens A1C levels. It literally causes gastrointestinal inflammation. It's linked to autoimmune disorders. It's linked to ADHD in children. Your fiber should be 25 grams. If you're not doing these 3 things, this is the answer to weights being lost. I've listened to 40 plus Audible books. It's the only reason why I have the knowledge that I have right now. Okay, with your fiber, I'm gonna tell you, Royo has an amazing bagel. Have a bagel every day with 5 egg whites on it, 1 egg yolk. There you go. 25 grams of fiber. We don't want to go above 40 grams. Your chia seeds, 2 tablespoons, 10 grams of fiber. Your berries, black, raspberries, strawberries, 8 grams in 1 cup. Your greens, 7 grams in 1 cup. 25 grams minimum. Minimum. That's the fiber. There's insoluble, there's soluble. If you have any inflammation, you're deficit in fiber. I can almost with certainty say that. Bloating, irregular bowel movements, foul smelling gas, weird noises going on down there. Okay? I'm at Easter yesterday. I talked to one of my sisters have these exchange students. One has here's this. Today, knock, knock, knock. I can't wait for this to come in the mail. Can you please give it to me for a few days? Sure. Okay? Fiber is key. I get a Carbonut bread. It's literally to die for. Carbonut, 15 grams of fiber, 1 gram of carb, 40 calories, YUKA approved. Will I pay $11 for a loaf? Yes. Do you want to know why? The other fiber I was using was killing me. Okay, I'll pay the extra dollar now. I don't go to a market and say, hey, I'm buying this because this is on sale. Because there's cottage cheese out there in the YUKA app that is carcinogenic. You deserve to know this and you deserve to pass this on to your loved ones. Because again, our food system is 100% with certainty broken. And it's why our children and why everyone is putting on so much weight. Okay? This is what I use. 2 pieces, 30 grams, 80 calories. Boom. The Royo Bagel, ROYO. And lastly, the most abundant protein that's found within you. Where are you going?
Outside.
We'll put that spray on.
No.
The most abundant protein found within your body, guys, is collagen. Be careful of the additives in your freaking collagen. I sat with 10 people last week. I'm like, I'm going to interview them on a podcast. Okay, there's 5 types of collagen. The one type that we lose every single year after 20 is a type 2 collagen. You could be a queen, you could be a king. You're losing the type 2 collagen. And these companies are ripping people off. Did you know a label doesn't have to be approved by the FDA? Okay? If you want something that helps with everything all in one formula, you would take a medical grade dose of a type 2 collagen. Your collagen should be in a refrigerator and it should come refrigerated. It should be water soluble. This right here has fenugreek, 4 supplements. Fenugreek, my gut lining. Did you know type 4 and 5 is a gut lining? That's the collagen. Boom. Fenugreek. Number 2, type 2 collagen medical grade. Did you know the first ingredient listed on an ingredient list is what you find the most of? The first thing listed on an ingredient list is what you find the most of. The last ingredient, the least of. Type 2 collagen should be at the top. This has organic tremolo mushroom. I was in a study, guys. I had skin cancer right here 20 stitches later. I was using hyaluronic acid that was carcinogenic going straight into my bloodstream. Go scan it with the YUKA app. This has organic tremella mushroom. Have you seen my skin? I have a picture on my stories of my face. It was awful. Organic tremella mushroom mimics hyaluronic acid. Nothing goes on my face. Water moisturizes. I drink enough water. I get organic tremella mushroom every day. It works with the crow's feet and the 11s. And the last thing is a Morosil Blood Red Orange. It is the only fat burner in the entire world that literally is patent for you to drop weight. 94% of people who use it drop weight. Why don't the 6%? They weren't consistent. They quit before the 12-week mark. They're quitters. I have 1 tablespoon a day. That's all I need, okay? I already had a dose today. I'm not taking another one. It's chocolate mint. There is no dairy. There is no soy. There is no gluten. There is no caffeine. So gastric sleeve, high A1C, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. And right now, you get a full month supply. Oh, shoot. You get a full month supply, usually for $109. Guess what? You're getting it for usually it's $89. You get it for $69 today. So if you are ready to reverse age, you are ready literally to get rid of fat, stubborn, visceral fat, drop body fat, drop visceral belly fat, you will drop in the comments the word slim. S-L-I-M. Slim. 1 tablespoon a day. Sarah, you buy it right here. Thebreakfastshow.net. If you go there right now, there's a Nueva at the top. It's called Snow Slim, just like So Slim. You can do chocolate mint or chocolate raspberry. I love chocolate raspberry. The other flavors are sold out. If you would like the video of the science, the clinicals, the third-party validation, the cleanliness, you can just message me on Instagram or Facebook saying the word slim, and I will send that to you. If you want to water the hair, the skin, the nails, the joints, the muscles, the wrinkles, the skin's elasticity, and improve muscle tone through that Morosil, I'm telling you right now, you'll try it for 30 days. When you get Snow Slim, you get a single bottle, you get it for 20 off. If you get a duo pack, you save more per bottle, and you get 20 off. That's a 2-month supply. You get my trio pack. You get a 3-month supply. You are now a part of that patent study. Literally, you pay less per bottle and you still get 20 off. I got the trio pack. Guys, I cut out the smallest stuff, like going to Starbucks twice a week or getting Jets Pizza once a week that had additives in it, to paying for my collagen. I, at almost 40 years old, will never stop using it. You lose 1% every year after 20. Typical people selling you a collagen are not even selling you the right type. They're creating it for $1. There's these business owners like, hey, I'm going to create a collagen that's a type 5. You don't even lose type 5. And I'm going to make it the last ingredient, make it for $1 and sell it for 50 bucks. Be careful. The checkout line at TJ Maxx is not where you should buy your collagen. Okay? So we talked about water, and I will never, if you're not getting the proper water, half your weight, if you're not getting the proper fiber, 25 grams, I don't care what anyone says, you're not going to get frickin' results. Your body is made up of protein and water. Your body burns fat with protein, 30% more. Okay? So as long as you want to sit here and keep telling yourself that, I just say it, you guys, and if you have never been a part of my 5-day power play where you have me every day, personal number Michelle, where you're in an app that you can finally be set up the right way, 30% more of your calories. Listen, the price of this today is going to be way less than the cost of you in the future because you're going to come back to me. Choose your heart. Do my 5-day power play, come into it, get set up the right ethical way in an app, get your percentage of protein, fats, and carbs set up, start putting it in here, see if you're hitting your fiber, and then let me see if the things you're eating is YUKA approved, and if your sugar and fiber are, if your sugar's too high and protein's too low. How do you master it? I message you with a voice note for 5 days in a row. I take on 2 people every single day. I was sold out for 60 days. It's back in stock. Who will my 2 people be right now? Drop it in the comments. I'm going to have you open up your phone, show you how you do next steps so that no one else can fulfill those spots. I'm not looking for the people with excuses. I'm looking for the person who's like me, who is approaching 40, who reached her goal of 150 as her first goal and just hit after 11 years of struggling until I got cell activation, until I got in that app and figured it out. I'm now down to 135. That's who I'm looking for. If you're looking for a SHOT and you want to trick your brain and you want to be like everyone else I talk to who stops working 6 months in, go for it. It's doing nothing long term. Okay? Where you claim that is you open up your phone, you put the breakfastshow.net in, you will see Power Play. I will get a message from you and my personal phone number set up today. Okay? You can start tracking today. That will be your day. We'll start tomorrow for your 5 days. You'll master it 110% with certainty. I've had over 7,000 students. 7,000. Okay? Any questions in regards to cell activation through the PEPs? Okay, if you need the quiz to see which one's best for you for your daily cocktail dose, whether it's hormonal, whether it's the food noise, okay, we've got 2 different formulations. Drop Body and Elevate in the comments so we can get that to you. The medical grade liquid belly fat blasting collagen is back in stock. Drop Slim. And if you didn't hear about the nitro hydrogen water, okay, to dilate the blood vessels 10 times 10 hours every day, drop Nitro in the comments. Sarah, for 5 days with me, you pay a one-time fee of $67. That's it. It's usually $197. It's discounted for spring break and it's going back up to the $197 and never peaking down to that. Anyone have any questions as of now? If you have gastric sleeve, she's saying, I work with gastric sleeve, high A1C, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, cancer, hypo, hyper, no thyroid. I think if you named a medical condition, all these health conditions are coming from additives, 100%. Go look at when you get the YUKA app and you start scanning your foods, it's gonna say autoimmune disorders, psoriasis, more menopausal symptoms, brain fog, low energy levels, inflammation of the intestinal tract. Our food system is broken. I love you. I don't mean to be harsh. I'm very passionate. I go live every day to share this with you. I'd be selfish if I didn't. I want you to share this with the world. Who are 2 people right now in the comments you can tag? Carlene, tag 2 people. @ their name. Sarah, 2 people should probably pop in your mind that you're going to talk. @ their name. Laura, 2 people. @ their name. People deserve to know. All of what I do, all of my courses for you for free, all of my shows for free is all based off of referrals. Okay, I don't do ads. I don't do any of that. So if you can tag your people and just say, hey, check this out, this could be the solution to their problem. This could be the solution of them stopping before they literally go and get on a stupid SHOT. You know how many people's lives I've helped and changed? So thank you so much, Sarah. And I think all you have to do is do the @ like michelle.churchill@gmail.com. And I'm pretty sure when you do that, it'll tag them if you just type their name. So it looks like you might be missing the @. How disgusting am I picking? Sarah, you're a gem. All right, I'll be back tomorrow for an episode. Let's make a protein ice cream. I'm gonna save it for later. I'm obsessed with having, okay, you can knock out 40 grams. This right here is YUKA approved. Sometimes I use a half a cup and then the rest water. Sometimes my shakes I use water. It just depends how much of an eater you are and if you want to use the 30 calories in 1 cup. But this is what I use. I'll use water, okay? This is my handy dandy cup. I'm gonna fill it with about 8 ounces of water. I want this to be thick and creamy and juicy, okay? Drop a 1 in the comments. I'm really curious if you would eat raw eggs. Drop a 1 in the comments. Like if I were to I make really good cookies. I can actually make these into cookies. Maybe I should do that. Should I make cookies? I'm not afraid to eat raw. I don't know if that's very good though. What are we doing in the comments? Let me see. I guess we could make it into a cookie. I could bake it. So we'll add, I already had, I would never have more than 1 egg yolk in a day. Okay? Egg yolks make me fat. Why? Because I had the concept of good cholesterol, and too much good cholesterol, guess what it does? It causes heart disease. Guess what it does? Egg yolks are a healthy fat. Did you know that an egg yolk has 5 grams of fat, which is 30%, literally, 39% of your daily intake, and we're literally already at that amount. That's not good. Ceylon cinnamon, if you're using coffee, great example. I was gonna put coffee in this. Never ate raw oats, but cookies sound good. What's my dog doing, or my daughter? Sorry, gotta put this here. As far as your PEP quiz, just drop in the comments. This is how you're gonna get a hold of me, Instagram or Facebook, okay? So I'm gonna put cinnamon in here. It has to be Ceylon cinnamon, okay? Ceylon cinnamon. Regular cinnamon elevates kidney levels. It's in my coffee. That's another thing. Ceylon cinnamon, okay? In my blend of coffee, it is Ceylon cinnamon, L-theanine, cordyceps mushroom, lion's mane mushroom, okay? 9 out of 10 times it's pesticidic. That's the reason why. I used to use Rise. This one's better because it's a no crash clarity energy. I have 2 cups a day. Any type of Starbucks, any type of Dunkin', most at grocery stores are pesticidic. Again, guys, our food chain is broken and a lot of it has to do with our soils. Mine is a Colombian brew. And with this specific Colombian brew, it comes all the way over from Sicily, which is in Italy, okay? Remember, we have to do our due diligence because I have a lot of family, okay? Europe, all these ingredients are banned. So we have to be very careful. Drop in the comments the word coffee and I'll share the video that explains it better than I can. Look at, Carlene says great coffee. Okay, so we got the cinnamon. We can add peanut butter. Okay, so what is this? Beauty vanilla bean. We'll do 1 scoop. I use Orgain protein powder. If you actually drop in the comments the word link, I can send it to you. I have it all linked at thebreakfastshow.net. I'm gonna add a big old scoop of it, and I can just bake this. I could bake this into a pancake if I wanted. I should do peanut butter, maybe a couple of raspberries, make it a little bit tangy. Okay, but I'm gonna hop off. Okay, make sure your ingredients and your peanut butter, like I said, my flippin' #1 ingredient was sugar. This has right here, peanuts only. So when you look at the ingredient list, the only thing there is, Carlene needs the recipe for ice cream. Yum. You do need the recipe for the ice cream, Carlene, don't you? I'm gonna make this later. I have it always, you know what I mean? You get a little bit of a sweet tooth, it goes away immediately. Even candies though, like your Yucca approved. I eat these Lily's gummy bears or Lily's dark chocolate. People think you have to deprive yourself. Okay, I'm hopping off. Mm-hmm. And then Greek yogurt. And this literally has 12 grams plus 10 plus 10 again. 12, 11, 22. So it'll have like 25 grams of protein. I just blend it and then I'll use Chosen spray. Get Chosen spray. It's a non-stick, really healthy one. All right. So hop in my inbox, guys, and go tag your friends.